All right, welcome to another stream. Let's get right into it. I don't really want to spend so much time on the trading stuff. It is just a chore. It's just a job. And so let's do this analysis and let's get this over with and live our best lives. All right, let's go. Okay, just let me make sure that the stream is working and everything is fine. Hopefully it's fine. I imagine it's fine. Let me just make sure one time on my phone you see that I have got the stream working properly. Hold on a second, guys. Give me a moment. We will be right into the chart analysis very shortly. Because yesterday I was streaming and it turns out my screen wasn't working. How uncool is that? Alright, so today seems like there is a vibe going. There's music. Is my voice loud enough? Yeah, that sounds alright. Okay, let's just get righty into it. Since we're on Aussie CAD, let's just look at Aussie CAD first. Yeah, so this is a position I'm in. I got in yesterday here at buy price. Somewhere around New York open was when I was trading this. Why? Because price dipped all the way to this 50 SMA on the daily. This whole area is a major demand. This whole area you see is just bounce from here, comes into this area, bounces, plays around this area, this breaks below, sells from here, comes up, bounces from here, comes here, down, and then sells from. So this area is just major in my eyes. And so I'm just looking at this as, oh, price is just pulled back, price went all the way up to the supply, it's overall in an uptrend, it's just creating an uptrend, and price probably continues to do so. And this probably pushes higher, breaking these 0.925 level, which is something I'm assuming happens. And yeah, so let's just keep looking at this position. And then looking further, so coming on the 4 hour, I look at this, I'm like, okay, this is just a here. Same structure, same kind of idea here. It's a supply, price breaks down, breaks up, then it retests, okay, up, and it comes back here, retests, bounces, and then kind of comes here, and then bounces, and then comes back right into that zone, and then bounces. So I'm kind of looking at this as that's the demand zone. Now what I want to see is there any other zone where I could potentially add more size? And what I'm seeing is that there is this little bit of resistance up here. This little resistance up here, which is exactly where price is playing. So I'm curious to see if price can start breaking through, and I want to watch this. If I can reduce my risk, kind of take my stop loss to break even, or even like here. And then as I see price moving up, maybe put a buy stop up here. So something like that could be interesting if this bias continues to play. I do not mind playing something like that and then continuing higher. This is a very conservative TP for me up here, although I do see it price probably going all the way up to like 0.395. That is a potential there. So that's definitely something. I want to do less trading rather than more trading. I am literally dispassionate about trading. It's just a job. It is literally just a job. My job is to manage risk. My job is to, it's honestly just manage risk. Allocate capital and manage risk. That's my only job. What else did we have from yesterday? Gold just absolutely keeps tearing. It's just not stopping. So does silver keep going. When does this stop? because getting involved is just tricky here. Like, where do you get involved? Like yesterday I was watching this and I was around this area. You have to be on the lower time frames for this kind of trading here, because yesterday I was looking at it around here. So let's say I made an entry here, like where would my stop go? Here, 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 and then where's the target? Like, where are we gonna go? Where are we going? Where are we going? Like there has to be some sort of pullback. This is an insane run. And so I'm in the camp of this probably makes a dip. Aussie and ZD, same thing. It's in a supply area, so you know, looking at the shorts isn't necessarily a bad idea. But at the same time, price is in an uptrend, and the question is, does price break up? That's the real question here. Yesterday I did have the trade idea of, you know, selling here. That's where price was, kind of making this kind of a trade. That was the kind of idea yesterday. Again, I am unclear on this. There's probably basis in this area, because I don't know yet if the distribution's gonna be collected to the upside or it's gonna distribute and then start selling off. I just don't know. I had this setup made yesterday when price was here. Didn't really get that setup yet, so I'm gonna keep watching. Again, I am on the camp of less trades instead of more trades. I'd rather be trading less. I was looking at this yesterday as well to the long side. Again, not fairly interested. One thing I've learned with cryptos, trading cryptos this year, has been that like you want to be long more often than not. Like there's not a lot of times cryptos is short. Like there's always just somebody somewhere is always buying cryptos. And so cryptos, Ethereum, Bitcoin, they feel like they have this mentality of buy the dip. Like everyone, if everyone in the market's just buy the dip kind of a person, then that market cannot go down. It just can't go down. And so as much as I want to short this, it's feeling tricky. And so I'm on the camp of let's go buy this. Now the question is, when do I buy this? How do I buy this? Why do I buy this? And right here, I don't know. What I'm not liking is that price is below the 50 SMA. Price tried and failed at the $4,800 level, multiple rejections. So there's a huge supply up there, but if that does break, then we are off to the races once more. And yeah, I really like the sell here, honestly. The supply is pretty nice in this area. Price did push down. This is a new lower low, even on structure terms. You know, this redistribution happened here, and then price pushes down, and it's a retest basically. And this is just volatility. I wouldn't even call this a V-shaped recovery. It's just volatility. This is straight up just basic, normal, everyday crypto Ethereum volatility. So I wonder if price can give a push down from here. This would make a pretty good risk reward trade, to be honest. If price pushes down even further down to this supply down here, that's a 12-hour trade. That's an amazing RR. That's an amazing RR if I hold it through. But price definitely has to break through this region here. That itself is a 7 RR. And yeah, and further than that, it has to break this, which is a 2 RR. It's not the cleanest. Again, do I want to short cryptos? That's kind of the question here. Alright, so that's that with the watch list. Let's just see what the equities did yesterday. Boom, the recovery. Pretty healthy, pretty strong. I think it's pretty safe to buy the SPY or buy the US equities. Get into some strong stocks. I'll get into some equity sectors in a bit. Let's see what the equity sectors are doing, and maybe there's some outperforming sectors that, you know, you could hunt in. We got the Qs, same story here. What's the bonds doing? We got bonds at 4.57, 4.05%. which is alright. Bonds are on a downtrend right now. So bonds are not looking very attractive. And that is why the markets are risk on right now. You know, the SPX is just bullish. The Aussies are bullish. You know, the risk on currencies are bullish while the rest are just kind of dipping. And you can see that that's kind of to do with the bonds. The bonds are weak. If the bonds were getting stronger, then the risk on currencies would be getting weaker. You know, and the WIX is coming back down. The volatility is done. Let's just get a quick look at the equity sectors and get this over with. Utilities hella strong. Cool. Oh, what real estate is definitely underperforming here. It's just consolidating in this range. Again, it's coming back to this lower end of the range, so it might not be that bad of an idea to kind of bet on a little bit of an upside move for the next, I don't know. Give it your best bet. I'll let you decide how many days, depending on your trade. I trade equities with options, and I like to do spread trades, vertical spreads on these. So then I usually probably give it, 2-3 weeks on the spread trade. What else do we have? Consumer discretion is kind of following the SPX, but if long anything, then that's utilities. Utilities is risk. I mean, it's outperforming more than not. Industrial sector. Oh, man. Yo, honestly, I kid you not, guys. This streaming thing is keeping me accountable with the trading. Oh, dude, trading is trading. It's boring as fuck. All right, financial sector. Ish. Ah, interesting. Healthcare. Healthcare is giving a bit of a pullback. Does it? It's still in an uptrend on the daily. You kind of see this. Still an uptrend. The question is like, when does it reverse? And then some positions might be put into healthcare. How about energy? Energy. I'm a bit low on mine. I've had 4 hours of sleep last night. I still woke up at 4:30, went for my morning run, and then did my training and mobility work, which is a-okay. I'm proud of myself for that one. Technology, okay. Communication sector, okay. Wow, okay. There seems to be more blood in the markets than not, particularly jumping into sectors individually. Utilities outperforming like crazy. So if anything, probably long utilities. Real estate is interesting, but it's in a range. So maybe playing some kind of a butterfly or a iron condor or something, some that kind of an option spread might make sense here. Consumer discretion, not bad either to go long. It is, in my opinion, the second relatively strongest sector, just behind utilities. And then industrial is also kind of just flat. So flat to down perhaps, maybe. Yeah, I see maybe a iron butterfly, like a butterfly play on this, maybe. Just a 152, 155, 150 play-ish. Financials look the same as industrials, pretty much. Healthcare is kind of interesting here. What happens with healthcare is interesting. Maybe, this here is a demand zone. I'd like to see price maybe come lower here and then maybe go long. That could be interesting for healthcare. Yeah, energy, same story. We are at a demand right now. So again, price has just dipped right into demand across the board. The SPX is right in that demand zone. The Aussie trade that I'm in, again at the demand zone. Gold and silver and the commodities are just ripping and ripping and ripping with no stoppage in sight. So be very careful to short the commodities. Be very careful. It's not a good idea to stand in front of a freight train that's just going straight in one direction. It's going somewhere. It's going somewhere and you don't want to be in front of it. So don't get smart with it. You do not want to be selling gold or crypto. And when it comes to buying, spot may be, but then again, price could dip and you could get a better price if you just wait a little bit. But there seems to be a lot of FOMO in the market, which is probably what's driving this commodity market right now. It's likely FOMO. Recently my aunt called me and she's asking me, should I buy silver? I want to buy silver. What do you think? And I told her, you're probably going to be the last idiot to buy. And the premise for that is because somebody needs, like, for the price to keep going up, somebody has to keep buying. And if price is still going up, if we come to silver right here, so you see the price keeps going up with no stoppage in sight. Who's buying? Like, this has gone parabolic. This was already parabolic on the 10th of October. So like, where's the last buyers? Because all the hedge funds, all the big players have bought down here, they've bought here. They're already in. So their money is already in the market. It's already made the push for the market. Now, whatever's moving this market is what money? That's the question. What money is moving this market? And so, at this point, if my aunt, somebody who has no clue about the markets, is asking, should I get involved? I want to buy some silver. And I'm sure the whole social media and everywhere it's circulating, buy silver, buy gold. That's the exact time to not buy. It's not the time to buy. Alright, so wait for a dip, wait for the price to come back. If you're leverage trading, fine. Maybe go on a lower time frame, and I don't know how you're gonna scalp this. You scalp it. I am not interested in scalping whatsoever. So I'm out of this. I am just watching this from the sidelines. Anyways, coming back to the equity sector here. Technology, not bad either. Technology could be third strongest in my opinion in the whole tech sector here. I mean, in the whole equity sector. Materials is weak. Communication services is iffy also. And tech is pretty good. So we got utilities with the relative strength. It's really strong. Like, the market just tanked on Friday, and then you got utilities, which doesn't even look like anything happened in the market. So this is extremely relatively strong right now. Consumer discretion second, and then we got tech third in the long side. And then break even and short. The rest of the equity sector is kind of breaking very short if you want to play short trades. This is looking so good on Ethereum. Bitcoin, same story. Let me just get rid of this one. Bitcoin is kind of in a base. This whole region is just kind of sideways. Bitcoin and Ethereum are kind of playing very similar. I am liking Ethereum. I mean, I liked it yesterday already to the short side. Today is just a better entry, honestly, with an even tighter risk reward. So Ethereum short is looking very, very compelling to me. I'll make my decision after this analysis and after the stream whether or not I get in. Do not blindly take this trade. It's just for my personal use. Again, this could easily just break higher. Ethereum's known to do that. Cryptos is cryptos. And this could just, boom, break all the way to the upside. That's definitely a possibility. 0.48 is the clear target here. Honestly, for me, I like it to the short, but if by any means Bitcoin and Ethereum are leading indicators right now, they're the leaders in the market right now that are indicating what the actual strength of the economy and the consensus of the market is. This is honestly looking like a short. If this is looking like a short, that means this is risk off. If that's true, then my Aussie position is crap, because if it's risk off, Ethereum is selling off, then Aussie is selling off. Then the dollar is going up, the yen is going up, the bonds are going up. Like, so if that premise is true, then Ethereum is showing us some early signs of market wanting to head lower. Anyways, that's that for cryptos. Commodities, we went through it. It's just a tear. What do you do? Where is this going? Honestly, give it 5-10 years. Just buy the gold. Buy gold. Buy fucking gold. Buy spot gold. Keep buying gold. Could it go to 20K? 100%. 100%. 100%. With the printing and everything going on. But, you know what? Like here, there needs to be some pullback, or there needs to be something like this. You see this whole base? This whole thing? Where price just stalls? The question is where? Where is that gonna take place? And when it does, it's just gonna yo-yo around for a bit, and that would be where a smart investor would come in and start buying. Like your monthly paycheck, put some money into gold. Monthly paycheck, put some money into gold. It's gonna last for a while, you know. Like look at this one. This one was from April to August. That's a couple of months. So you got a few months. Stack your cash, put it into gold. Some of it. Alright. Platinum, same story. It's a little bit relatively weaker, but same story. And then oil is oil. Dollar seems to be a little stronger. Alright, we got Euro Pound, not interested. It's just kind of in a base. Euro Franc, not interested. And then Aussie NZD is an interesting one. This area here is a question mark. I wonder what it does. Dollar Franc, not interested. We're playing right at this major supply. I don't want to be going long here. CAD Franc, same story. It's not wanting to go down, but it's also not wanting to go up. So Franc is a little bit of a sideways kind of uninteresting area. Same story here with Pound Franc. We're in this demand down here, and price wants to just push, natural push from a major demand. Do I want to go long? Not really. It's just very messy price action, very choppy. What do we have here? NZD Franc, same story, no real movement, just kind of a sideways kind of situation. And the same story here with Aussie Franc, just sideways. Dollar yen is interesting. I do like this long. Dollar yen long is in favor in my mind. I don't mind going long this. Something like that would be interesting for me. Where's target's gonna be? Target probably gives me about 1.54. Yeah, that's about the target. Maybe a 3-hour trade. This is probably a 3-hour trade-ish. If I'm being conservative or tight with this, then something like that, potentially. Then again, on the 4-hour, where's the next level? I might just wait for this price to do something like that. That could be a bit of a better trade, then I can get this risk reward here. What's happening on franc yen? Yeah, same story. Franc yen continues. My target was like 195 on franc yen, buying from honestly this price here. It's still valid. Yen pairs. The yen seems to be weakening. That's the story here. Yen's weakening. Yeah, across the board, yen's weakening, and yeah, yen's weakening. Dollars and franc are the strongest in that weakness. So dollar franc seem to be the most strong currencies right now in play. If dollar is strengthening, let me check dollar franc actually. What's dollar and franc? Which one is which? Yeah, relatively even. Although dollar seems stronger right here, right now. Then we got pound dollar. What's pound dollar up to? Just nothing. Euro dollar sitting right at this support right here, at this demand. So euro dollar at a demand. Can't look to short that. New Zealand dollar has a long way down to go, but it needs to pull back or something. So probably some supply. I'm imagining there's supply in this region here. So any pullback, like a little bit of a dip and then down, something like that, is interesting. This can go a lot further down, like probably down here. What's the 4 hour saying? I'm not a fan of selling right here. Just not a big fan of that. But maybe some sort of a pullback into these regions here can be interesting to go short. Aussie looks weak, frankly. But then again, we are inside this demand area. Price is playing exactly inside a demand. Can it push up? Why not? Why not? Euro Aussie. Yeah, kind of even. And then Euro NZD to the long side looks pretty good structure wise. This is just a higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. This honestly does not look bad at all. Damn, what am I kidding? This looks pretty good. What do you know? Maybe draw this as a demand zone. So this looks pretty neat. I'm gonna add this into my list. That there can be the trade, maybe 2.5 level, 1.1. That seems pretty good to me. I'll put that as my trade idea. Dollar CAD, yeah, dollar is strong, which then, as long as dollar is strong, that makes me believe that Ethereum is going to be weak. Oh, look at pound CAD. Uninterested though, but pound CAD is strong. CAD is weak then, it's not the other currencies, it's just a CAD weakness here. Mostly CAD weakness. Yeah, this is really giving me CAD weakness vibes. What's dollar? Yeah, dollar keeps crushing. Yeah, I basically picked from dollar CAD to the Aussie CAD, and I picked Aussie over the dollar here. I mean, obviously, dollar's the better play here. It's just relatively strong. You can see how even on the dip on Friday, it didn't push as much. So dollar right now is the better play that I should have chosen over the Aussie. Pound Aussie is looking strong, honestly. This is extremely bullish price action here. Just up, pull back, and then going higher. But it is curious, it is something to watch for, because this right here is a supply area. So this might be the exact point to sell instead of go long, which is an interesting query. So if I put this at 5. We got a whole number level here. Let's just see what that does. Same story here, kind of in this supply up here. Are we? No, that's just a random ass supply. Oh no, it is a supply right here. So we are in a kind of all-time high major supply region up here. I would need to see a break above to kind of trade this. I'm not interested in going long here inside a supply area. Just not interested. Alright, that is about it. Thank goodness we are done with this. Ethereum shorts is something I'm gonna put on my watch list as well, that I'm heavily looking and considering to trade. Silver and gold is just, what can I do? I can just watch. I can't do anything about this. All right, that's awesome. We are done here. Fantastic, well done. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Remember to always stay in Chardikala. Get your shirt if you want any. I've got a lot, not really a lot. Supply's running out, to be honest with you. I don't have a lot of shirts left, but I do have some stock for this edition of Chardikala, and this is probably the final version. You're probably never going to be able to buy this ever again, because knowing me, I'm constantly changing, I'm constantly upgrading my product, constantly getting better. And so if you do get this, you are literally going to be the OG for life, because it's probably never coming back, and there's a very limited supply of this. So grab your shirts, join the link in the description on my YouTube. It's gonna take you to Khalsa Mindset's community, and all the links and all the shenanigans is inside the community. I'm active in there every single day. Come chat with me, come hang out. Let's discuss your business, let's discuss your internal struggles, or let's discuss your wins and see how we can take your wins to the next level and elevate you from wherever you are, because I know that you are a very intelligent being. And so life is in your hands and in your control. Over time, you know, as the YouTube channel grows and maybe I get a more fixed schedule with this, it could be cool to just do this kind of live stream, just chatting. That excites me. It's far more fun than this whole trading stuff. This trading stuff is boring. It's boring. It's so boring. It's a chore. It's like having to wash the dishes. It's like, I just gotta do them, but it's like, I could be doing so much else right now, you know. All right, anyways, love you so much. Check out the shirt. Join Khalsa Mindset if you aren't already in. Take the course if you want to, that's paid, or join the free community, that's free for now. And come hang out, come chill out, and let's win together, let's progress. Let's work on your goals, because to me, results matter more than anything. In trading, nobody pays your bills unless you perform. If you perform, the markets will pay you more often than not. and that's gonna pay your bills. And if you're in business, nobody's paying your bills. You're the boss, you're the CEO. You gotta get results. That's the name of the game. Khalsa Mindset is only about results. That's all I care about in Khalsa Mindset. So if you care about results, join Khalsa Mindset and get active. It's free right now. It's free. I kid you not. Like, I have paid an absurd amount of money to get the kind of resource and information that I have put in there for basically free right now. Don't miss this chance. Anyways, love you so much. Take care. Stay blessed. See ya tomorrow. I'll be back to do this analysis again.